Being beautiful or having privilege means you need to start accepting rejection. You need to be comfortable with rejection. Hi, my name is Cisonspace, and on this channel I talk about everything I know of or have experienced. Today I'm talking about one of the dark sides of having pretty privilege or being absolutely gorgeous. I have noticed that people think because beautiful people have the beauty and the pass key to enter into certain space, they think that is it. They think beautiful people are so privileged and they don't face any kind of rejection or any kind of darkness. Yes, beauty is really appreciated and beautiful people get easy access in certain times and certain place. And mostly, beautiful people who get access to the most privileged places either were born into family who had the connection. So they're easy to get in because maybe their family are socialites or their family is rich. They come from a rich background. But beautiful people who come from a regular background, who have to achieve or who want to climb higher, need to prove themselves. Because already people are judging you like, oh, I bet she can go anywhere with her looks. I bet she can have anything she wants because she has this kind of body or she has this kind of energy, she has a beautiful energy. People will punish you because they think all you can offer is your beauty and nothing else. People treat you as though you're not intelligent, you're not smart enough, you have no value except for your looks. So what ends up happening is people will treat you bad. People will intentionally ignore you, intentionally tell you no, even when you're qualified, more than qualified, because they want you to prove yourself that, are you sure you got this or you slept with a professor to pass this exam? How did you get this job? As if you going to school wouldn't guarantee you that job, or as if that job requires you to be a certain way. I've seen women who are like in high positions like pilots or captains and executive, and people ask them like, how did you get there? Or how did they choose you? Like, why did they choose you instead? As if it's only supposed to be a certain kind of women or only men. When you're beautiful and in high position, people don't assume you used your brains. Automatically people assume, oh, it's because of your looks. If you are in a high position as a woman and you're beautiful, people will judge you wrongly, bitterly. People will just hate you and intentionally disrespect you because they feel you have no power. They feel you don't deserve that power. If you have good looks, people expect you to prove yourself, to prove your brains. God forbid if you're beautiful and smart, like you don't allow people to disrespect you or manipulate you. Oh my gosh. Then you're a bitch, because beautiful people are meant to prove their character as well. You're supposed to prove you're a kind person. You're supposed to be humble and grounded and open to people. Some beautiful people are naturally like that. They're naturally happy, naturally open and all of that. They have this beautiful energy until the world kind of like teach them this better lesson. Because when you're beautiful and kind at the same time, even though people expect you or want you to be like that, people treat you bad and overstep your boundaries, because beautiful people are mostly used and tossed. When we look at Hollywood, the Marilyns and Dorothy, Dandridge and all these beautiful models who came in the industry were sacrificed for people's selfish need. They weren't valued, they weren't protected, they were muses, but we are supposed to protect the muse. But what happened? They ended up living a very short life. Because all their life they had to be a certain way, fit a certain aesthetic, and they couldn't change. They weren't protected. They couldn't even have an opinion, because that would change their whole image, and that means they'll be hated. So they were so performative. Thank God that nowadays, because we have so many privileges as women, we're able to be beautiful, hardworking, smart, and very intelligent at the same time, because we have access to everything that men have. Thank God. Honestly, thank God that if you're beautiful, you can still be a CEO, you can still be own an empire. Back then, it wasn't easy. The women before sacrificed a lot for women. Women invented things and weren't given credit for it, because you just have looks, that's what you should be remembered for. And it hurts me that people only think beauty privilege or pretty privilege is all you need to succeed in life. If you only rely on your looks, which is very important, you might get walked over. Because first of all, yes, you might have the look, but don't expect people to respect you and treat you the same. You are likely to face more rejection than a regular person. Be ready to face more rejection. Be ready for people to call you names like a witch. People will call you names like a witch, a woo-woo, because you get everything you want. And you get love and hate at the same time. And other people don't get that much attention. I have faced that. I face that a lot. People call me weirdo because I'm very, very different. And I tend to get attention easily, and I get hate and love easily also. It's just weird how sometimes your looks, or how different you are, or how your energy makes you so beautiful, can attract strong emotions. Beautiful people, or people who look good or unique, in an alienetic way. People don't understand. People can put you in a box, like that kind of beauty. You attract very strong emotions, and it's something you can control. And I get that a lot. I attract a lot of strong emotions from people, so much that sometimes it makes me want to just keep to myself. That is how deep it gets. Okay, I attract jealousy easily. Even though I don't pay attention to it, I know it exists. Okay, the one thing I've learned about all of this is that if you have a certain kind of look, yes, people would react to you strongly, but you need to understand who you are, know who you are, and not pay attention to that. Acknowledge the fact that is there, but ignore it and keep it pushing. Keep going, keep succeeding. Don't give up. That is the one thing that'll help you. If you stop and acknowledge everyone who hates you or everyone who loves you, you won't get to where you're supposed to be. I treat love and the negative energy almost equally. Even though with the love, I appreciate it more, because sometimes it's rare. It's rare. So when it comes, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I sit on it a bit longer. But with the negative one, yes, I treat it the same as the positive one, but I ignore it faster, because if you have a very undisciplined mind, you might end up thinking about it all day and being sad, and it will mess up your vibe, and that will mess up your whole energy and frequency. So I mostly don't indulge in negativity and all of that. It's okay, this is how you feel. I'm used to that. Okay, I'm used to that, and I wrap it up and I toss it away, because no bad vibe. If you're beautiful and you attract strong emotion, the only thing that is going to propel you for success is to be your authentic self. Look, you can't change your looks, you can't change your energy. If you're naturally happy person, joyful person, you attract good people, attract good energy, and you always look different and you don't fit in a box, and you have an extraordinary, exterior kind of beauty, the beauty that it's you set your own standard. You don't fit in anyone's beauty standard, but you have your own. You've created your own pathway of beauty standard. That kind of beauty, which is not in a box. It hasn't been fit in a box yet. And sometimes people don't know what to do with you, because it's you're like tea. Okay, you're 10 over 10 in your own way. Just know that the only thing that will beat those hate is being authentic, being your real self. Okay. People will love you based on you, and people will hate you based on you. And you need to be yourself to know who you attract and who is going to stay. Because if you try to be what society demands you to be, to perform, to prove, to underestimate yourself, to downplay yourself, you are not going to get anywhere. You'll be beautiful but lost. And that is one thing they want to do. You don't want to be beautiful and lost, beautiful and a people pleaser. It doesn't even sound right. Being beautiful and pleasing people. That is crazy. That is crazy. Be your authentic self. If you're beautiful and a proud person, if that's how you feel like you have pride for yourself, that is who you are. If you're beautiful and intelligent, that is who you are. The people who can contain you and believe that beautiful people can also be smart and intelligent will follow your trend. I've seen a lot of beautiful women who have built empires. Look at Riri. Beautiful, smart, and a billionaire. Has everything together. She had the love. She had a man who can contain a billionaire woman who's also very beautiful. We have so many women who are beautiful, came from nothing and made it because they were authentically themselves. They didn't care who liked them and who didn't. That is all you need. You don't need to change your style, change the way you talk, change your looks, go for surgery, do this just to get people on your side. You're already hated because of your looks, so you changing it is you telling people, validate me, love me, like me, please. Don't cry for them. They really wish they had what you have. That is the thing that beautiful people don't even notice. People hate you because they want what you have. Why then would they hate you? Look at the people who are hated. They have something of value, so everyone wants it. Yes. If you bear something very, very valuable, people will have their eye on you. There is this saying in my language. I don't know if I have Ghanaians on this page, but I see the Oswa Tekre channel. And I like Obias in sign. Okay? It's like the one who carries the feather hat, the hat full of feather, or the feather hat, like the feathers of a bird, is the one who is always being stalked. If you're the unique one, if you're the most beautiful one, people will hate you. People don't hate on people who have nothing. Okay? If you are nothing, you're homeless and sleeping on the street, nobody cares about you. Nobody hates you. Nobody thinks about you. Nobody talks about you. Because you're nothing. You have nothing. What is there to hate? Look at the people who are being strongly reacted to emotionally. They have something. You need to protect that energy. You need to know that, okay, people are hating me because they wish. That is all. Just end it there. Whatever they wish, you don't care. But they wish they were you, maybe. Maybe. And keep it pushing. Keep being your authentic self. Keep being you regardless of how that makes people feel. Because you've already irritated them with your presence. Sometimes people don't hate you because you said something. It's just your presence, just your face, just your body, just the way you walk. Irritates them. Because that is what's getting the blocks hot. Your looks is why all the guys they want are talking about you. It's your looks, it's the way you are. That is why people, you have people talking about you and they hate the fact that the attention is on you and not them. You have the spotlight naturally. You naturally commands the room. People hate that. People hate you for that. People will hate you for that. You don't have to speak. You don't have to speak, honestly. So why would you stop being yourself when you're doing the right thing? Because when people are reacting to you, that means you're doing something. And if you know that then it's not harming yourself or other people, then you're doing the right thing. Unless you're harming yourself or you're harming other people, then stop. But if you're not doing anything, just existing, and people are sending you strong emotions for no reason, baby, why are you changing? Why are you downplaying yourself? Why are you taking off that crown that God gave you to irritate people, to be an example for why people need to raise their standards? Why would you change? I had to learn this the hard way. Also, at first, I'll be like, yeah, I don't know why they hate me. I don't know why people are reacting this way. I'm just, being nice to them. And the nicer I am to them, the worse it gets. And I'm like, you know what? Being nice is not me. I'm not being my authentic self. Why don't I just be myself? Because being nice is not even getting me anywhere. It's just getting me used and abused and tossed away. So I'd rather be my authentic self and get hated. At least I'm not compromising who I am. And every time you don't stay true to yourself and you don't speak your truth, you chop away you. Like, you chop away the real you. You kill that inner child in you. Okay, you take away that light from your own self. Like, it's like you're sabotaging yourself. Anytime you compromise your real self for people's likeness, you dim your light. Okay, you dim your light. You don't have to dim your own light. Okay, people are already trying to do that for you. What you have to do is hold that light high. Make sure they don't touch it. And how would you do that? By being fiercely yourself, unapologetically. Because beautiful people will face rejection, will face hatred, strong emotions, and mostly negative strong emotions. But when people love you, they really love you and are obsessed with you. So you get one or the other. Okay, there is nothing like lukewarm about you. Forget about lukewarm. That's for average people. But I'm talking about people who have that exterior looks, who have that beauty, who have that alienated looks and beauty, who have that energy, who possess and command the room, who walk in and people feel their presence. And people get jealous easily. Those kind of people, like, you don't have to do much. You don't have to do much. People are going to naturally reject you because they think that is all you have to offer. They think, oh, you want an easy path because you're beautiful. Well, work for it. Girl, work for that. I'm not going to give it to you easy because, oh, you think you're beautiful, so you're going to, no, work. Like, people will say that in their mind and treat you that way. Okay? People will intentionally reject you and be like, what do you have to offer apart from your looks? If not for your looks, you wouldn't be here. Like, people will intentionally throw that to your face. They won't expect you to be. Even when you're smart, people overlook that. People will overlook your face. They're like, oh, I bet she's mean because she's beautiful. And people will start being mean to you first. Because they think because you're beautiful, you'll be mean. So people will just be mean to you first, without you even doing anything. It's like, why people be mean to me? Because people don't want you to be mean to them because they think you are mean. They've already judged you. And people don't see that dark side of people who look good or who look put together and who look beautiful. People overlook that and assume that beautiful people have it easy in life and they're rolling like smoothly and sailing, like sleeping on bed of roses. No, they cry themselves to sleep. They feel lonely. They wish they had genuine friends. They wish men loved them for their soul and not for their face or their body. They wish their friends would choose them because they are good people and not because they fit in an aesthetic. Okay, they wish their parents would see them not to be that perfect golden child and just treat them and teach them things. It's not always bed of roses. And if you're a kind person, if you're a beautiful person, be kind to yourself, because this is where you're going to face. Be kind to yourself always. Like, people are already beating you down enough. The worst person to beat you down is you. Like, be the kindest person you can ever be to your own self, and that is going to reflect in your whole surrounding. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.